Finally you arrive. Greetings, dear student. I am the Queen of the Amazons, and today I'm going to be telling you my story. And at the same time, I'm going to be performing for you the sacred art, dance of self-empowerment. My story as Queen Hippolyta all began back in the caveman period. A caveman was angry that he was banished from his tribe. He encountered a woman who offered him some compassion, and later she was murdered, and she was the first woman ever murdered by man's hatred. During 1300 BC, the goddesses of Greece organized a meeting and discussed the creation of beings that would fit under their ideals. Zeus and Ares did not approve of this, and Hera, not wanting to go against her husband, opted not to involve herself. So it was left to the other 5 goddesses to decide. They travelled to the Well of Souls, which is the place where the souls of all women murdered by man's hatred were placed. They gathered these souls and dropped them into Greece's lake. The souls were then mixed with clay and stone from the lake bed, and thus the Amazons of Themyscira were born. I, Queen Hippolyta, was the first to emerge, and then my sister, Antiope. And those 5 goddesses decided that the Amazons should spread the message of peace, tolerance, and equality. Me and my sister were each given a golden girdle. Our job to spread the message of Gaia, peace, tolerance, and equality was difficult, because few men ever trusted the Amazons, and Ares kept creating trouble for us. As time went on, we became more isolated, and our population grew due to the freeing of women from slavery. Zeus had a son called Hercules, and he travelled to Themyscira with his friend Theseus. Arriving in Themyscira, Hercules demanded that I give him the girdle of Hippolyta, and I refused, and offered to do battle for ownership of the girdle. I won the battle, and Hercules offered an alliance with us. The Amazons allowed them to stay as Antelope fell in love with Theseus, and I with Hercules. However, in his madness, he drugged me, and I found myself in chains the next day. Hercules' army pillaged our lands, Themyscira, and stole our treasures, including the girdle of Hippolyta. Hercules left, leaving some of his men behind to keep an eye on the city. One of the goddesses granted me strength, which allowed me to break free of the chains and free the Amazons around the city. All of the Amazons fought until every single man was dead. My sister, on the other hand, was still angry. She swore to kill Hercules and take back the girdle of Hippolyta. I, on the other hand, saw things on a different level, explaining that this was not the way of the Amazons. Doing so would only bring them to Hercules' level. Antiope threw her girdle at my feet. She then left, half of the Amazons choosing to leave with her, and the rest staying with me. It was the last time that I ever saw my sister. And so, as Queen of the Amazons, now I see it as my duty to not only defend Mother Earth, but now I have decided to leave Themyscira and come to you in order to show you how to guard yourself and Mother Earth in strength, honor, and integrity. This sacred dance of self-empowerment is so that you can utilize the forces of Mother Earth. So, young master, now that you have seen how to move energy about your body and transform that into power, self-empowerment, I will now show you how to use the 4 elements in order to use the energies of the earth. Maria, Maria Tosheta, Nehola, Eris, Nokaya, Nosela. Viriaton Miandaria Siata, Neoria Varia Siro, Eatari Se, Tuatase. So there we have it, young master. You have learnt the subtle art of using the 4 elements. Utilize them in strength